Well, there's a spike. How many deer do you see? Let's see if we can zoom in on them. Seems to want to focus on my tomato trellis. I think you can make out that doe and her fawn. She's stomping at me. Honey, I'm no threat to you. Hey, it's the preacher. And we're going to start clearing off a spot to put in a new garden. So I want to give you a little rundown of what's going to be happening here over the winter. Deer season's behind us. We still have like a 3-day holiday hunt, but I'm pretty much, I don't have any bug tags left. So you've seen me over the years grow quite a bit of groceries in my little raised beds up there. And the reason I do raised beds, I have good soil here, but my lateral lines for my septic tank run through my backyard. So I have a leach field out here. And I couldn't go through here and till. I couldn't plow up my backyard because it would ruin my septic system. So I work out of raised beds. My septic system ends here in front of me, and this used to be trees. But a couple years ago, a big oak tree fell over in a storm. We cut it up. This big elm tree was also in the way. We cut it up. And now what I've decided to do is get rid of a few of the remaining elm trees and kind of open me up a space here where I don't have any shade. Right now, these elm trees don't contribute anything to the environment other than, I guess, a place for a bird to land. That's about it. So I'm going to remove mainly elm trees and a couple of hickory trees. Before you go crying about removing the hickory trees, I have thousands of hickory trees. It's not going to hurt to cut down a couple of small ones that are in a place I don't want them. So I'm going to get rid of this next row of trees, and in so doing, I'm going to put a garden here. You say, are you going to plow it under? Actually, I'm going to make a small border out of cedar, and I'm going to have a semi-raised bed, be able to till it and work with some of my existing ground. But if I'm going to do that in the spring, I've got to get the trees cut down, get them cut up. I've got to get the stumps pulled out. This is going to be a several-day process, so we're going to mainly just cut and burn today. And I'm going to try to burn up the rest of this firewood that I've got here to keep all that burned and to burn up some old logs that have been laying around. So we're just going to kind of get everything generally cut down and cleaned up today. Give you a little pro tip. If you're going to be working on YouTube and people are going to be watching what you do, try to coordinate. You know, don't dress like a slob. I prepared for this day, so I bought camouflage gloves to match my camouflage, I almost said sunglasses, but these are safety glasses. Because if I was cutting down trees in just a pair of sunglasses, somebody would be like, you're not wearing safety glasses. So for as far as you're concerned, these are camouflage safety glasses, and these are camouflage safety gloves, and I've color coordinated for YouTube. Let's get these trees down. I know I laugh and joke around on here a lot, and you never know when to take me serious, but I do want to give you a serious tip here. My arms are starting to get tired from holding that chainsaw up and all the different angles, so the best thing to do when your arms get tired of holding that saw is just go put your gloves on and start dragging limbs. You don't want to be cutting limbs with a chainsaw and tired arms. It'll lean to you. It just lends itself to sooner or later you're going to drop that saw and hurt yourself. So I'm going to take a break. I'll drag some limbs. We'll get us a brush pile fire going over there. I think I cut these up small enough I can make a pretty good tight pile, and even though they're green, get them lit. So in all seriousness, if you're getting tired of running a chainsaw, take a break, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I got maybe a third of all the brushy limbs burnt. Those logs I'll pile back here on my backstop of my shooting range. There's what we've got for a fire. Basically, I've got some leaves that I'm just letting, you can probably see them right in there. I'm going to let that burn out. When it gets out about 8 or 10 foot from where I'm going to be burning, I'll just put it out, and that'll give me a good safe ring around the fire. Right there in the center of the fire, I don't know how well you can see it. I'll zoom in there, maybe you can catch on to it. I've got a real hot core going in the middle of that. This is all green wood, that's even green briars laying on top. But if you can keep some dry wood in the center burning, it'll burn up all the green wood you lay on it. Now I'm going to let that core burn out, and as it burns all the green wood, I'll take all them long brushy pieces on the edge and flip them back over in there. And I think you can kind of see all these stems that are sticking out around the edges. After that core burn, that center section burns out, I'll pile all those on top, add some more dry wood. I'll let the deer go ahead. There were several deer in the yard this morning. I'll roll a clip of those in. There was a little, I think it was like a 5-point. Then there was this freaky deer, had like a fork on this side, and then this horn came out and come down and curved back up, kind of a weird looking buck. Anyways, they were chasing some does around, and I didn't want to come out here and start running the chainsaw, build a fire. So I waited till about probably 11 o'clock, and all the deer kind of moved out of the area. Then I decided, hey, I'll come out here and get these trees cut up. So I'm probably gonna pull up a chair, watch this fire for a while, poke around on it. Thank you guys for watching. I may cut down some more trees, or I may just try to burn what I've already cut down. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how I feel. Anyways, the plan is right through here, new garden to go with our existing raised beds. And step number 1 is get the trees out of the way. Step number 2 is get the roots and the trunks. Step number 3 is define the perimeter and add dirt. So that's what we're going to do. And I'll bring y'all along this winter. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.